What's good, you guys? Today I'm going to be going through all the new changes that's been made to the PS5 User Interface. So we're going to be going through all the different settings, the different menus, all the new changes, and just exploring, and seeing what's been changed on the PlayStation 5 or added to the PlayStation 5. So if you're interested in finding out or just want to, watch, then stick around for this video right here. Let's get to it, man. After turning on the PlayStation 5, the first thing you'll see is whatever accounts you have to sign in. So you might have to add a new user if you're new to the console, but I already have mine logged in. This is the same account that I use on my PlayStation 4. So yes, you can use your PlayStation 4 account on your PlayStation 5. So I'm gonna hit X now and log in. So I'm logging into my account. That's the first thing you'll see when you log into your account is you'll see all your games collection, everything you got going on. Because, well, that's the main point of the PlayStation 5 is to play video games, not to watch movies. But there's this new section they've added now. It's called the Media Center. So that's where you would have things like Netflix, movies. It's why they've got that little, controller to go with the PlayStation now. Well, it's not to go with it. You have to buy it separately. But it's mostly to serve this section right here, as you can see. So they separated that. Before, it was all in the same, under one menu was where everything was at. And they've also added a few more things here. I don't know if you noticed, now the PlayStation Store is just like in any other application. Just like, you would go into NBA 2K21 or Spider-Man. Doesn't matter what it is, but the PlayStation Store is basically an app. So you just go down and pick what you want or buy what you need. It's pretty smooth and seamless in my opinion. Under the PlayStation Store app, we've got 4 other menus. So latest, for obviously latest games, collections for more collection types, game, and subscriptions for example, trying to get PlayStation Plus subscription, and then browse to search for what you want. And other, menus, as you can see right there, the search, the like or favorites, and the cart. Basically, you can always go through each game, and under each game, you can jump directly into the game. As you can see right here, I've got my career, my team, my NBA, play now. These are different options within the game. So these are like different quests. Think of them like that. So let's look at Spider-Man. For example, if I wanted to jump to wherever I stopped while playing Spider-Man, then I can just go down here and decide to go there. But I haven't really played anything, so there's no activities yet. But I'm going to start tonight, so don't worry about that. I'm going to be posting all that stuff on my other channel. So if you haven't already subscribed on there and you want to see gaming content, it starts tonight. Go ahead and subscribe right there, and I'll see you guys there. But let's talk more about the UI, more on the user interface. As you can see right here, there's just more games out here. Your PlayStation Plus, if you want to, go in there and download PlayStation Plus games. If you have a PlayStation Plus collection, then you get 18 free games. So all of these games right here, you get to play for free. You can just download them on your PlayStation 5 console and play them directly. So they're all PlayStation 4 games, but you can start with this. So there's not a lot of options for games on the PlayStation 5, and a lot of people are talking about that and how that's a negative, but it's gonna happen eventually. There's gonna be games, but right now there's all of these right here. And there's still quite a few, good games out there right now. When you get a PlayStation Plus subscription, you get a lot of free games. So you get one monthly. No, well, I don't even think it's one. I think it's a few games monthly. There's a lot of games that aren't really that good. They don't play well. Sometimes there's a lot of, AAA titles, but there's a lot of games that they drop, for the PlayStation Plus monthly game. So that's pretty cool there, right? Next thing I'm going to talk about is the settings. Right up there, if you go to your right, you see the search tab. So this is how you would search the entire console for anything you want. Movies, apps, anything you want that's on the console that you can't find, you would go over here and search them. So you can go into the game section and search for specific games, or go into media section and search for specific media, apps like, shows and stuff like that. And you can go into players and search through your friends or just people in general. So this is kind of new to it. Before, on the PlayStation 4, they just had a regular search tab. It's all it was, man. Now it's kind of different. I like it. So the last tab is basically the settings tab. So you click on that and it opens up. And as you can see right here, it's pretty much similar to the PS4. There's a few additions on here. Like, for example, look at the captures and broadcasts. I don't think this section was on the PlayStation 4, but if it was there, I don't remember. But look at this right here, the captures. It's got shortcuts for create button, screenshot, format, video clips. So if you go into captures and you go into one of these, if you like to take video clips and want it to be easier, then you want to go with this one, but if you want easier screenshots, then you can go for this. So they just remap the way you use the share button. There's also a standard option right there, so you can go through all 3 of them to see which one works best for you. I like to use easy video clips. You can also change the length of your recent gameplay. So when you record with the PlayStation 5, you want to make sure that you know how long you've allocated, because if you only have like 15 seconds, it's only gonna last for that long. So you can't really do much with that if you wanted more footage to edit with, or to send to somebody. I don't know what you're gonna do with your footage. Basically, I like to put mine at the max 1 hour, because I can always start and stop. It doesn't have to go all the way to 1 hour, but I like to give myself that much room. That's it for that one right there. So screenshot format. So right here we've got the file type, so JPEG or PNG. So these are just 2 different types of files. files, I like to go with JPEG. It's the most, universal type of file type when it comes to pictures. So if you want it to be easier for you, just make sure that's already in JPEG. So video clip format. So this one's another good one. When you record, you want to make sure your resolution is 1920 by 1080. That's just standard high resolution. If you go all the way to 4K, unless you know how to edit in 4K or have a computer or a PC that's strong or good at editing 4K, then it's not really going to be, useful for you. But if you have that, then definitely go for that. So include your mic's audio or include your party audio. So that's up to you. I basically record off a different software, so I don't really use this. So this section doesn't really apply to me as much, but if you do record off your PlayStation 5, then certainly check out this section. So I'm gonna back up right there and go to broadcast. If you wanted to go live, on Twitch, for example, then you want to come through all these settings, right? You want to make sure they're all correct. Video quality, audio, camera, overlays, and chat to speech. If you want me to do a video on how to live stream directly from the PlayStation 5 using the camera as well that comes with it, or that you can buy as a part of it, then let me know down in the comments section below and I'll make a video on it. But that's it on that section. Trophies. So this is the menu for the trophies. So if you turn on save trophy screenshots, save trophy videos, it'll just, automatically do those things whenever you get a trophy, which I like to have the system do by itself, because I don't want to always do that manually myself. So I leave those the way they are. Okay, let's look at the notifications menu right here. So the notifications is just for anything that pops up on the screen, friends online, when there's a new update, all of that stuff. So this is where you would go through and set up all that stuff. I'm not going to talk about each one or anything like that. You can go through it all. Okay, so next up, save data in game app settings. So this is just going to be for all your saved data. So for PS5 and your PS4, your game presets, you can go through all of these as well, because if I decide to go into each one, I'm going to take forever to explain each one. So accessories, that's also pretty much, easy to understand. Controllers, your media remote, if you decide to attach an external keyboard, a mouse, and the HD camera. So the screen and video, this section is for how the PlayStation 5 displays on your screen. So how do you want it to display on your screen? Do you want it to be high quality or low quality, depending on what you're working with? So you go through all of these, but I'm not gonna go through each one. Like I said, it's gonna take forever to explain each one. So sound now. So this is what it means. Sound, microphone, audio output, and volume. So you want to mess with the sound of your system or your mic or anything, you want to come to this section. Storage, well, we don't have much storage. My free space is only 22.37 gigabytes. Storage is a big problem this year. So it doesn't matter if you get the disc version or the digital version, because the thing is, even if you have the disc version, you still have to install large files. You still have to install, some file before you can use a DVD. You don't just slide it in and then play off of there. It doesn't work that way. So that's the thing is, the storage is a problem right now, but it's not really that much of a problem for me personally, because I don't play too many games at once. And when I want to play one or play another one, I switch them or I delete it. I delete one, it's not going to be gone off the console. It's just going to be in my game library, which I can download again. Me, I'm used to it. It doesn't take time for me. My internet speed is not bad, so it goes pretty quickly. So that's all about storage right there. The system is the next one. So this one is for, HDMI, language. This is just general settings of your entire PlayStation 5 system. Remote play is also accessible through here. Power saving, if you don't want to use too much electricity and you want to set some automatic modes with your PlayStation, so it goes into power saving by itself most of the time. And then the web browser, if you want to enable cookies and stuff like that. So this one's pretty much straightforward. It's just a system and all the information on how to control and set them up for how it's going to work for you. Family and parental controls, there's not a lot in here, as you can see. It's only for people that want to control what's going on with their kids and stuff like that, but I'm not going to get too much into this one as well. I'm going to move to the next section, users and accounts. So this is for all the users on the PlayStation. All their information and stuff like that goes through here. The next section is the network. So this one is self-explanatory. So Wi-Fi, as you can see, I'm on Wi-Fi right now, and there's the PlayStation Network. It tells you if you're signed in or not, and all that. Next up is accessibility. So this one basically controls what happens, which stuff like, for example, your controller, the vibration intensity. If it's too much for you, the trigger intensity. If it's too much for you, you can always reduce it or turn it off. So that's what this section does. Is helps you control a lot of different things. Like, for example, on your display, the way the text would look, if you want it to be more bold, or if you want text size to be normal, small, large. As you can see, the text are now more bold. So that's all it is about is the small stuff. So finally, users guide, health and safety, and other information. So this is just general stuff. They have to put this stuff there. It's legal information, health and safety. This part doesn't really concern you. Just leave it be, man. I'm probably never even gonna go in there. But as you can see right there, that's all there is to the PlayStation 5 when it comes to the user interface. There's not much to it, but it's pretty slick, it's pretty clean, I love it. One more thing, each app or each game basically has a bunch of different menus at the bottom of it. So you can go down on NBA 2K21, for example, as you can see, there's the easy play option to open up the game, and then there's the activities menu. So these are different menus within the game, different activities within the game that you can just jump directly into. So I'm gonna do that in a second here, but let me look down and see what else is down there. Trending broadcasts. This is everyone that's streaming on Twitch. The final section under games is the add-on. These are just things you can buy within the game. So these are just like in-game currency, virtual currency for 2K21. These are just virtual currency. So any game would have add-ons. Like for Spider-Man, they might have like suits. You know what, let's go see what they got for Spider-Man really quickly here. So I'm gonna go down and see if they don't even have add-ons here. So, well, I guess it happens for only some games, so pay attention to that. Or maybe because I haven't played the game, like I said, because there's no activities either, because I haven't really started it, but I'm going to start tonight. So that's all there is to the user interface on the brand new PlayStation 5. I hope you guys found that useful, or, you know, entertaining at least. I'm going to be doing videos, like I said, gameplay videos on my other channel. If you haven't already checked it out, there will be a link in the description. Go ahead and check it out. But that's all I got for you guys in this one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. If you enjoyed this video and want to see some more videos about the PlayStation 5, make sure to check out the video on the screen right now, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. It's Midas, and I'm out, y'all.